Hey guys, it's Soph and welcome back to the Knowles family. I hope you guys are doing extremely well, and today I am going to be doing a updated book collection and books I want to read in 2021. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to show you some of the Bernard Cornwell books we've got. We actually have a few. These are just the ones on the shelf. I will show you the ones in the cupboard as well. Some of these, actually no, all of these are part of the Last Kingdom collection. I'm actually currently reading The Last Kingdom at the minute because I really want to read this series. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the TV show on Netflix called The Last Kingdom because it's amazing. So this one is Bernard Cornwell, The Pale Horseman. So this is the next one. I'm really excited to read this and I can't wait because at the moment I am loving the first one. And you know, I'm so excited. The next one is The Lords of the North. I cannot wait to read all of these books. They sound amazing. Next one is The Burning Land. Then we have The Pagan Lord. I know that this one is part of The Last Kingdom, but I don't know which order it goes in. And this is The Empty Throne. And then I think the rest of them aren't from the Last Kingdom series. Then we've got The Fort, which looks really interesting. And we've got 1356. And then we've got some here. So we've got Excalibur, Enemy of God, Harley Quinn, and Enemy of God. So one of the books that I want to read in 2021 is this. So I got it for last Christmas from Craig, and this is Pam St. Clement, The End of an Earring. And it's just really cool. It's got lots of pictures in it. And Pam St. Clement is one of my favourite EastEnders actresses. So I'm really excited to give this a read. And I'm just going to show you some of the pictures and what it looks like. This is what it looks like inside. It's beautiful. I cannot wait to give that a go. Then we have two books here by Sean Thomas Russell, and this one is Under Enemy Colours. This one seems really interesting, and I cannot wait to read it. It's about a lieutenant, and it does say something about Master and Commander in there, so I cannot wait to read that. And then the other one is A Battle Won. It's basically, I think it's like the second story to this because it is about the same people. And then we've got some books by Ken Follett. The first, this, I don't know which order it goes in, but this is A Column of Fire. Then we've got The Pillars of the Earth. And Craig did say that this one is a really good book and he'd highly recommend it. This is World Without End. It actually looks quite a good book too, so I can't wait to read these three. So I've just found another Bernard Cornwell one on the shelf, and this one is Redcoat. I actually forgot that was even up there. This is about a soldier in Philadelphia and about a captain. So I'm really excited to read this. So I'm going to show you this bit up here as I don't really want to move all of them as they're in order. So from here to here, it's all the short books by, again, Bernard Cornwell. And then we've got all the Game of Thrones books here. I think we are missing one, is what Craig said, but that's all of the Game of Thrones books. And these are the Lord of the Ring books. We do have another one that came the other day, but it's not in the shelf at the moment. And then we have the Patrick O'Briens. And we've got the Richard Woodman books. Okay, and then we have Wilbur Smith Predator, which actually looks like a really, really good book as well. And it does say at the back, because it's only a quick thing, it says they murdered his wife, they destroyed his future, now they have to pay. That sounds pretty interesting. Then we've got Betraying Hitler. We've got the SAS Savage Wars of Peace by Anthony Camp. Then we have Dan Brown, The Lost Symbol, which looks really, really good actually. I actually think this will be a really, really good book too. It doesn't have a blurb on the back. It just has like lots of different comments. And then I actually have the not P.S. I Love You, All the Boys I've Loved Before, the complete collection by Jenny Han. So we've got To All the Boys I've Loved Before, P.S. I Still Love You, and Always and Forever, Laura Jean. So I haven't actually read those yet, but I'm really excited to. If you haven't seen the films, the two films on Netflix so far, make sure you go and watch them, because the third one is coming out February, I think. And then we've got Richard Holmes, Redcoat. Okay, so we've got two books called Redcoat, but by different authors, which is really weird. And then we've got a Simon Scarrow, The Eagle's Prophecy. Okay, and it does say, I don't need this kind of competition, Bernard Cornwell. Okay, it's about two men trapped in Rome, apparently, so that sounds pretty interesting. And then we've got Patrick O'Brien, The Road to Samoncardon. Now, I do have dyslexia, but I can read once I start getting into it. It's just some of the titles sometimes. I'm actually not going to show you all the books that are behind here, because they're not actually reading books on that bit. And then we've got The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. We've got another SAS book. Then we've got James Douglas, The Excalibur Codex, and this is from the author of the Doomsday Testament. Then we have A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. This is one of my favourites. We've got Niall Ferguson, Emperor or Empire. Then we've got C.J. Sanson, Darkfire. This is another one I really want to read. Again, it doesn't really say a blurb on the back of that. And we've got this one, which is really, really big. So this is by Wilbur Smith, and it's called Monsoon. And this one, it says, it is the dark of the 18th century at the furthest edges of the known world. The mighty East India Trading Company suffers catastrophic losses from pirates on the high seas. After 4 years away from service, Master Mariner Sir Hal Courtney prepares for his latest and most dangerous voyage, a death of glory mission in the name of Empire and the Crown. That sounds interesting too. All of these books that we have actually do sound interesting. Now this one is Philippa Green at Tidelands. Now this is the first one of the book that Craig's grandma bought me for Christmas, as I was searching it and I found out there was a book before that. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy this one so I can read it before the other one. So I'm really, really excited. The other two are upstairs, which I'm not going to show you right now, but this is the first one and it's called Tidelands. I will say that this author, I actually found some of her other books that she's read. I haven't bought them yet, but I'm going to buy the Tudor collection one day because that just seems so good. And then we've got another Simon Scarrow book, and this is When the Eagles Hunt. Interesting. Okay. Then we've got Mark Urban Rifles. I really do like the cover of some of these as well. And then we've got Andy McNab Red Notice. It does tell you a bit about it, so I'm going to tell you. It says, deep beneath the English Channel on a Paris-bound express, a crack team of East European terrorists have taken 400 hostages at gunpoint and declared war on a British government with more than its own fair share of secrets to keep. I'm not going to read it all, but that's part of it. Again, I really love all of these covers. They're just so beautiful. And this one is called The Rain Borrowers. I think that's how you say it. Rain Borrowers by Adrian Tinniswood. Then we have, I don't know how to say this, Fossilias by Mark Urban again. This does give a little bit of a blurb, but I'm not going to read that one. Then we've got The Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King. Then we've got Sven Hazel, Wheels of Terror. Then we've got another Andy McNab book, and this is called Dark Winter. So this one does say, when Maverick agent Nick Stone is dispatched to Malaysia by the CIA to assassinate a shadowy biochemist, he expects his mission to be straightforward, part of the fight against Osama bin Laden's network of terror, but there are complications, not least the attractive woman who is working alongside. That sounds pretty interesting. Then we have Holy Warrior by Angus Donald. Okay, this says, and the Holy Land will never be the same. AD 1190, Richard the Lionheart had launched his epic crusade to seize Jerusalem from the cruel Saracens, matching with the vast royal army in Britain's most famous, most feared, most warrior, the Outlaw of Nottingham, and the Earl of Locksley, Robin Hood himself. Okay, that one's really interesting. I might have to give that one a read. Okay, now this one I have read before, and it is Wonder. I love Wonder. Wonder is an amazing book, and if you haven't seen the film, I really highly recommend you watch the film. Then we have another Bernard Cornwell. So this is Bernard Cornwell, Gallows Thief. It says, Ryder Sandman had ever suffered from a temper. He fought against it in everyday life. He deliberately adopted a tone of gentle deliberation. He used courtesy beyond necessarily. He elevated reason, all because he feared his own anger. His soldiers had known that he was not a man to cross because he had that temper, as sudden and fierce as a summer storm, tall and strong, a real devil. I actually don't get the back of that, but I think if I read it more, I'll get it. Okay, so then we've got Lindsay Davis, Rebels and Traitors. This is a big book. Then we have Simon Scarrow again, and this is Youngbloods. So it says, Arthur Wesley was born and bred to be a leader, with a firm belief that the nation must be led by a king. Red-coated British officer Arthur throws himself into serving his country and heads for battle against the French Republic to restore the fallen monarchy. Again, sounds good. Then we've got Ben Kane, Hannibal, Fields of Blood. August 216 BC, Hannibal marches south to a dramatic confrontation with Rome. With him is a young soldier, Hanno, like his general, Hanno Burns, to vanquish his enemies. Then we've got another Simon Scarrow. We actually do have quite a few of his books, and this is Fire and Sword. It does say December 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte is Emperor of France. His ultimate aim to rule Europe after defeat at the Battle of Trafalgar. He wins a glorious victory against Austria and Austerlitz. Turning on Spain, he deposes the king and places his own brother on the throne. His victories through are bittersweet, for he has yet to triumph over the most hated enemy, Great Britain. I didn't even realise that we had so many of his books, you know. And then we've got 4 Days in June by, is it Ian Gale? And then we've got Birdsong by Sebastian Faulks, and it does say a BBC TV series. That's really, really interesting. And we've got The Scarlet Thief by Paul Fraser Collard, but then it says this is a brilliant debut and I look forward to reading it. More of Jack Lark, Bernard Cornwell. Then we have Dune by Frank Herbert or Hubert. Then we have The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. We have Trafalgar by Roy Atkins. Last one on this shelf is actually The Letters of Private Wheeler. I don't know if there's anything else on this one. Okay, so lastly we've got some Clive Cussler books here, so I'm just going to show you those quickly and then that is it. So the first one we've got is Clive Cussler, The Eye of Heaven, and this is actually part of the Fargo adventure. Then we've got Clive Cussler, Plague Ship, and this is a novel from the Oregon Files. Then this is Clive Cussler, Treasure, and this is a Dirk Pitt novel. Then we've got Raise the Titanic, which is also a Dirk Pitt novel. This is the one I read and it was good. Then we've got Lost City, and this is a Kurt Austin novel. Then we've got Atlantis Found, and this is also a Dirk Pitt novel. Then we've got Arctic Drift, which is also a Dirk Pitt novel. Then we've got Sahara, which I don't think, oh no, okay, it's a Dirk Pitt novel. We've also got Dragon, which is a Dirk Pitt novel. Then we've got The Tombs, which is a Fargo adventure again. And then we've got another Kurt Aston adventure, and it's Devil's Gate. So that is literally all of our books. Our books will probably still be growing in the upcoming years and stuff like that. We really do have a book collection though, and we really do love books. We just haven't been reading them a lot recently, but we have definitely started again the last couple of days, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure, if you haven't already, to press that big red subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and push that notification bell so you don't miss every time I upload a new video. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. So without further ado, I will see you in my next video. Bye.